Hey everyone, this is Coloring Chemist. My name is Connie and welcome back to the channel. So this is probably going to be a short quick video, but I wanted to give everyone an update on what I've been able to figure out in terms of the new Staedtler Pigment Arts Brush Pen colors. Because I had mentioned them previously in a video. I don't know if anybody, I sort of mentioned them briefly, maybe. I know some people picked up on it, but maybe not everyone did. That's okay. So, as of right now, these, of course, are I call them quite often the Faber-Castell Pitt Pen cousins. They are this is just the Staedtler website I'm on. A little graphic there. Hopefully everybody can see this. You've got actually 4 different nibs. The multi-ink it's like Pitt Pens, right? It's a pigment-based, light-fast, permanent, when dry, ink. And so this is different, of course, than Tombows and those other water-based markers that we see, in that those are going to be dye-based inks. And so here, let's just talk about, the creative possibilities. And here's the 4 different pen models. So the ones that I am often coloring with and combining with my Pitt pens to do coloring is right here. The pigment on the left-hand side here, the pigment brush pen. They also have a few colors in a soft brush pen. I don't think I have any of those. And then they've got a calligraphy tip, which is like a little square tip. And then they've got, I think, just black in like a bullet nib. But you can see underneath here, so they've got 6 colors in the soft brush pens. It just looks like black and some of the grays. The calligraphy pen has, what is that, about 12 colors. And they've got 36 colors in the brush pen that I use in combination with my Pitt pens. Now, Pitt pens have 60 colors. 61, I think, technically, with the white. And then they've got some metallics, but they aren't brush tips. But on Amazon Germany and also Amazon UK, I had seen that there was going to be a box of 60 pigment brush pens that were, they said they were going to be released on June 25th, 2024. And so here I'm looking at the Staedtler website. They're still just showing 36 colors for the pigment brush pens. And now when I go on Amazon Germany, hopefully you can see that. I just switched tabs here. So this is actually a 24 box. But these are 20, and there are other 24 sets of these pigment brush pens. But this is different. And I'm going to see if maybe I can do a search here just to, yeah, I'll do it this way. Pigment Arts 60. And we'll see if it comes up. It may not, because what I discovered was, hold on, I'm going to pause this so you don't have to watch me fumble around with the searching, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So it's a little confusing, but here's what I managed to figure out. I'm just going to switch. So this was the tab that I had open just a minute ago. I'm still in Amazon Germany in English, and I could be showing this to you in Amazon, Canada or the US, but I wanted to do it on the German one because they're the only ones other than the Amazon UK that are showing the new colors. So the old sets of the Pigment Arts pens, you could get a couple different 12 sets. One was, I think, basic colors. I'm just sorry, a lot of flickering here, but one was pastel colors, nature colors. So they had these 12 sets. They had a couple little 6 sets you could get, blues and violets, grays and caramels, gray colors, greens and turquoises, right? And then they had a 24 pack, which has, you'll notice, a yellow pen. Can you see the name there in little teeny font? Yellow on the front. And then those are the 24 colors. Unfortunately, nowhere does it tell you color names. It will on the pens once you buy them, but not in any of the advertising here. It gives you color squares, but it doesn't give you any color names on the Amazon listing. I think you can get the color names if you go, maybe I'll just flick back here. I know if you click right here, I don't know if you can see where I'm hovering my cursor here. It says Color Overview Pigment Brush Pen. If I click on that, it'll let me open up a PDF that has all of the color names and numbers listed for this 36 set. I don't know if it separates it out so it tells you, what's included in the 24, what's included in the different 12 sets, but I think you can find that information somewhere. And I've been using these pens so much, I kind of know in the big 36 set, where was I here? There we go. So in this 36 set, this one here, that's the biggest so far. It has a red pen on the cover, and then it's got these little circles of color here. Those are the 36 colors. I know most of those color names already, just from having used them so much in my coloring. So I'm leading up to the new colors. So we knew that they had these different sets so far, the 36, the 24, 3 different 12s, and then a bunch of 6s, right? And then you can actually buy them open stock from Cult Pens. So cultpens.com, company in the UK, you can buy these pigment brush pens open stock from there. So if anyone is looking for that, I can open it up here for you if you like. There's Cult Pens, and if we search for Staedtler, hopefully get... Now, you can buy the sets on Cult Pens as well, but there you can see the Staedtler Pigment Arts Brush Pen. I believe it knows I'm in Canada, so it's giving me the price in Canadian funds. So $4.88 Canadian per pen. And if you look at their drop-down menu here, there's 36 colors listed. So the original 36 colors that we can, currently buy in the biggest set, you can also get them open stock here through Cult Pens. So if you just go to Cult Pens, search for Staedtler Pigment Arts Brush Pen, you should be able to find it. And then they've got the sets available as well. They don't have them listed here, but yeah, you can get the 36, the 24, I think maybe the 12s on here as well. So I was super excited because I had learned that they were going to be selling a 60 set. And I think maybe it was from a comment on, I don't think it was a comment on my channel, somebody else's channel maybe. So I went looking and I got all excited. And I had these on pre-order. I ordered, because you can see there, 60, and it shows 60 different colors. So I was pretty excited. I put these on pre-order. They were supposed to be released June 25th, which I'm filming this video on June 25th. But now when you go to the listing on Amazon, it's no longer listed as for sale through Amazon. It's just listed through this Papier Tiger Berlin. Now, it's a third-party seller that won't send to Canada anyway. So I don't know if... I haven't gotten any indication from Staedtler that my order's been shipped. And then I did a little bit more digging, all on Amazon Germany. And I found this listing. Now, this goes back to what I was talking about before, where when I first looked at this, I knew that there was a 24 set of pens currently for sale. But here's the difference. If we go back here, so this was... So there's the 24 set that's currently for sale through Amazon. See the color of the pen they have on the front there? That you can actually read the color name? It says yellow, right? And then it's got those colors. Now let's compare with this 24 set. It says Delft Blue. And when I saw that, I thought, that's not a color they have already. So I think this 24 set is the 24 new colors, because 24 plus the 36 they have already makes 60, right? But they were supposed to be released today, but now if you look over on the right-hand side here, you can see what it says. Usually dispatched within 6 to 7 months. So I don't know what this means. I don't know if Staedtler's just, their production is running behind. I don't know. So I haven't gotten any indication, because I actually pre-ordered. So I pre-ordered this 24 set, but I also pre-ordered the 60 set, although not through this Paper Tiger. When I pre-ordered the 60 set, it was available directly through Amazon Germany. So I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to get them. I don't know. But here is something that I did manage to figure out. And I don't know, maybe this is just me being super nerdy. So if you're super nerdy about this kind of thing, stick around, because I'm just, give me a sec here. I'm going to pause this. Or actually, I might have to stop it and start a new video, but then you won't notice that in the recording. I'll tie them together. Because I figured out what the new colors are going to be. I mean, we can see the new colors on this 24 box, and we know one of them, Delft Blue, and then you get little circles of color. So right there, I'll put it in screen. Those little circles are your 24 new colors. But it doesn't give any indication of color names. I can't find it anywhere on the Staedtler's website. But I figured it out by going through individual listings on Amazon Germany. So hang tight. I should be back in just a second, and I will show you the new colors that I think are going to be in this 24 new color box, and also will be in the 60 box with the original 36. So hang on. Okay, so I'm back. So this is the new colors for the Staedtler Pigment Arts Brush Pens sometime in 2024. I don't know, because like I say, the listing now says it's usually dispatched within 6 to 7 months, and it's already the end of June. So I mean, 7 months could put us into the beginning of 2025. So I don't know. Like I say, I can't really find much on the Staedtler website, but they have listings for these individual pens on Amazon Germany, and these are not colors that exist in the 36 set that I currently have. So they must be new colors. So it looks like we're going to be getting an ivory, a color called bright yellow. We're going to be getting some new reds, scarlet red, cherry red, carmine red, and wine red. We're going to be getting some new blues and some new blue greens. There was one called Hazy Blue or Haze Blue. Delft Blue was the one actually on the box. There's going to be a navy blue, a teal, and something called a petrol blue. Just a few new kind of purpley colors, although I guess the wine red might be kind of a purple. Again, I was looking at them on the screen, so it was a little bit hard to tell. There's going to be a mauve and a maroon. Some new greens, which I'm excited about. There's going to be a pastel green. Something they call May green. Fir green, which looked to be really like a nice dark green that didn't lean blue. Like it leaned more. It just looked very dark. I want to say a yellow green, but it wasn't that either. And then something called olive dark. And then a number of new... I think they're going to have a set coming out as well that's like skin tones, and probably with some colors that come from the 36 colors we already have, and I think some of these as well. So there was something called Dune that was like a really pale kind of browny pink, and then there was something called Light Sand, Dusty Rose, Coral, Burnt Sienna, and Dark Brown. So if you count that up, that's 24. And none of those colors are currently in the 36 set we already have. They're just off to my left here. So I think those are going to be the new colors. I don't know how useful this is. Like I say, this is just me being super nerdy, because I don't have... yeah, I mean, I can I can try and, well, you know what? We can go back to, so now that I've shown you this, we can go back to looking at pictures on Amazon Germany. I can show you where I found some of these pens. So hang on one second again. Okay. So I was on Amazon Germany, which is amazon.de, and then over here, you can change your language to either German or English or a couple different languages there. So I changed it to English. And then I searched Staedtler Pigment Arts Brush Pen Greens. And I'm just going to scroll down a bit here. Hopefully I'm not making anybody ill. This lime green that shows up, that is a current color. You'll notice there's the 36 box that comes up. Apparently overseas they have these little 6-packs that look a little bit different than those boxed 6-packs, but this 24 is the new one. But then I was scrolling down a bit more, and you can see a listing here. And I'm going to open this up in a new tab. This is a box of 10 brush pens, in case anyone was thinking they were charging 11.71 euros for one pen. It's not. It would be for a box of 10. But if I hover over this, this says fir green. Can you see that? Fir green is not a color that exists in the current 36. So there's fir green. Now, I don't know the color number because I would have to have them turn that pen just because the color number, see those two little circles there? It's got the little recycle symbol and then the AP. Just underneath that, it would give the color number for what fir green is. And they don't have a picture. I'm just sort of scrolling here on the side. Yeah, they don't have a color number for fir green. But fir green is not a color that exists in the current 36 set. So there's a new color. And then I just sort of did this with a bunch of different greens. So we had fir green. If I go down a little further here, it says Staedtler Brush Pen Pigment, German word there, and then some German here. But again, because I'm so familiar with the colors that already exist, I thought that's not a color they have. This is May green. That does not look like the May green that Faber-Castell has, which is kind of cool because some of the colors that the Staedtler pens have do tend to mimic pretty closely Pitt Pen colors. But it's more exciting to me if they're not the same, right? Because then we're expanding essentially our range of Pitt Pens. Now, Pitt Pens and the Staedtler pens are not exactly the same. And I think I've said that before. I've colored with both of them extensively. The Staedtler pens, there's a slight difference in the formulation. They seem to stay on top of the page. The ink does a little bit longer. So you have a little bit more chance to move the ink around with the Staedtler pens. Yeah, so there's slight differences. It's not like they're interchangeable, but they're close enough that I can use them together, right? I can use one to blend the other, that sort of thing. Here's another one that's new. So this is pastel green. That's not a color we've seen. And I actually don't know what, I'm looking at my Pitt pens. I don't know what color that would be mimicking. So that might be a totally new color that we can use, along with our Pitt pens. And again, you'll notice if you look over to the right here, so you could buy a box of 10 of these pens, usually dispatched within 3 to 7 months. So again, I don't know. I don't know what is happening, whether they are being released soon. I don't know. Just scrolling down here. Oh, this is a new color too, because I was seeing here this petrol color. That's not a petrol blue. That's not a color we have. So that's basically how I came up with this list, that list of 24 I was showing you just a minute ago. I literally went through on Amazon Germany and typed in pigment. There's another one, blue-green. We don't have that. Oh, this one here, it said thin. So I clicked on that. I'm like, thin is not a color, but it's actually dune. So this is how I got that list of 24 colors. I just sort of went through and was looking. Chestnut, that's not a color we have. There's haze blue. Although if you click on it, I think it says hazy blue. Yeah, see? So that's why I wasn't sure which one it was. Sometimes they're powder. That's also not a color we have. Although if you look at the pen, it says dusty rose. So it's sometimes a little tricky to, sometimes they have the German colors on here like this. Again, I know these colors so well. Bright yellow, we do not have. We have a yellow and we have a pastel yellow, but we don't have a bright yellow as Staedtler. So there you go. And then I just kept looking. Coral we don't have, scarlet red, wine red. And then if I didn't, instead of typing it at the top here, Staedtler Pigment Arts Brush Pen greens, I typed in blues and then, was looking to see if any new colors there. Browns I typed in, any new colors there. So we are going to get some new Staedtler Pigment Brush Pen colors. I just don't know when. Because the listing here for the 60 box on Amazon Germany, you now can't buy directly through Amazon anymore. This seller says they're in stock, but I wonder about that. Maybe if somebody lives in Germany and wants to try and order these through this third-party seller, let me know. Let me know if you can get them. I mean, don't do it just for me, because that's a lot of money. So, but yeah, these 24 new colors, Delft Blue is one of them. And based on the color names that I gave you a minute ago, I'm looking at these color circles. It makes sense. I can see on the top far left there, that first color, I bet you that's light sand. If I had to guess, I bet you the next color over is the bright yellow. The color after that's probably the coral. Then we get into some of the reds. Maybe that's scarlet red next. And then cherry red. Wine red, maybe. There's that looks like mauve to me. And then just going across the top, that's maybe the hazy blue. Maybe the navy blue then is next. Or no, hazy blue, Delft blue, and then navy blue maybe. That petrol color is probably second from the right-hand side in the top row. Then teal. The bottom row there, what were we starting with? I bet you that's fur green. And then the next one is probably May green. And then pastel green. And then olive dark. These ones would be trickier. Now we're getting into like the sands, like dune. There was dune and sand. Dusty rose would be in there somewhere. Yeah, those are trickier. Dune, sand, dusty rose. And then there was a carmine red. There was a burnt sienna. Yeah, those are trickier just because I'm not sure. Like dune, I don't know what color that is. The last one there's probably dark brown. But looking at the color names that I've discovered and then looking at that little swatch there, I think those would be the new colors that we're getting. When we're getting them, I don't know. But I will keep everyone updated. And yeah, if you're like me and you geek out on this kind of stuff, nerd out on this kind of stuff, then I guess we have something to look forward to, don't we? In the meantime, I'll just keep coloring with my Pitt pens and the 36 Staedtler pens that I have. All right, guys, I think that's it for now. Yeah, I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is safe. I hope everybody is enjoying their coloring, whether you're using pigment pens or whatever you're using. Until next time, guys, take care. Bye-bye.